What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Warhammer. Total Warhammer, whatever. Welcome back. It's good to see you. I'm glad to have you right now. We are riding out on some dwarves. I think it's time for us to take care of some business over here. And so I'm trying to get across the map as quickly as possible so that we can handle some of these issues. He's not inside striking range just yet, but basically we're going to bring our armies to bear over here. This will give us an excuse to stack up some fightiness, which is actually pretty good. We also need to level up this secondary hero. We've got one of our little agents trying to level up over on this side, which is pretty sweet. Trying to get him to the point where he's actually going to be useful to us. Actually, I guess I could just have him attempt to block the army over and over and over again until he levels up. Yeah, go do that. Go block the army for a little, although he does have an agent with him, so we may end up in trouble right there. I'm not trying to lose an agent right now, but sometimes they're hard to keep track of. They're little, they're green, they blend in with the surroundings. I don't know. This thing will just not leave us alone right now. This Thane is driving me nuts. You guys have no idea. This Thane is making me insane in the brain. He really just is upsetting. And so right now, I'm actually trying to wrap up some of our problems down south. I wanted to kill off the dwarves before we started messing with... Basically, I wanted to handle... Oh yeah, we've got chaos stuff rising right now too, which lowers some of the bonuses from our areas. So once chaos enters the world, you've got to worry about that as well. It can become problematic. So since their agent left, I'm just going to follow this guy around, and we're just going to try and hinder him over and over and over again. It's expensive. Our chances of assassinating him are like none. So I would rather just try to hinder him, I think. Yeah. It's a quick way to level up the agent too, is just to spam that on him every turn. We don't have a lot of cash, so it's going to get expensive to do so. But we have, what do we have over here? Okay, so we've got you over here. Let's go ahead and put in at Bitterstone. Bitterstone's not going to be able to hold, like, at all, so we'll just wipe them out real fast with an auto-resolve. That should keep us squared away there. We're not going to loot and raise. We are going to take our shit back, because I'm not going to allow them to take stuff from me like that. And in the meantime, we're going to send this army down to the south to continue scrumming around with the dwarves, who, inside the Dragonhorn mines, we should be able to take that pretty easily. It looks like we lost an upgrade right there, which is a minor frustration, but, well, which is actually kind of punny because it is a Bitterstone mine. It's a minor situation. Hooray. We don't have a lot of cash right now because I'm maintaining multiple armies that are not really sustainable. We've got research that needs to go through. We have to have a Goblin Workshop to do that one. All those ones require a Goblin Workshop too, so we'll clean up all the other stuff that's at the bottom of the tech tree right there. And hopefully it'll turn out alright for us. I'm really hoping that he should be able to handle this battle with no problem. And then alternatively, oh, we've actually got a lot of dwarves around, unfortunately. Well, shit. We may have had a maneuvering fail. I don't know if he's fighting with Ekrund. Who are they at war with right now? Let me check their diplomatic relations and see who they are currently fiddling with. They're at war with the Top-Knots, which means chances are he's probably heading over there, and he may not mess with us. Azig the Slaughterer has got himself yet another level. Yes, I know, you are true power, all that kind of stuff. Skills. To get the Crown of Sorcery, I've got to do a crazy amount of stuff. Get on with it. So that gives us a charge bonus. That's a passive up there. We can also get Dodgy Geezer. Okay. That's pretty cool. We've also got Get Back Here, which keeps people from routing, which I think I will take. What did we need to get into this right here? Probably something, but let's hope that army doesn't redivert back over this way, because we need to keep them close to each other to fight with him, and he is. Goody. There you go. Retreat back towards your backup. Ugh. Alright, so in the effort of getting started losing this battle, we can put up a reasonably decent fight. We're gonna lose. That's okay, though, because it frees up cash to raise another army, I guess. I'm a little worried about losing the hero here, but such is life. Que sera. He'd get upset about it, I suppose. Or he should have added to that battle, though, from that other side. I know that he should have. We'll go ahead and get started right here. And we want to march on them as quickly as possible. So get over there. We have to, except for you guys. You guys fire that way. Meanwhile, you cheeky gits cannot let them rendezvous with the rest of them. If they do, we are hosed and we just will not hold. Although they can't set up long enough with the catapults. Unless they're trying to flee the field right now. I'm not really sure what they're trying to do. Enemy armies coming from the opposite direction. Not exactly sure what they're trying to do. Either way, we'll deal with these guys first. Here, line up. You guys set up right there. And we'll watch our flanks. I'll leave somebody in reserve to deal with them. Because I'm not sure that they're not retreating right now. I'm not sure what they're attempting to do. I'm a little confused by it. Oh. Looks sort of like they're setting up on a flank, but shit if I know. They might be trying to regroup. Yeah, just fire at whatever you can. And then when the grudge throwers come by, we'll mess with those too. Yeah, I think the computer, you see that right there, how they changed on a dime? I think the computer ran the numbers and figured out that it can't take that attrition while running across the field. So what I need now is, let's put this into slow-mo here. I'd like to see... That's their king right there, so that's all kinds of trouble. Our throwers are doing all kinds of damage to some of these units right here, so that's nice. Let's pause, and we're going to pick somebody to scrap with each group here. If you can. My next preference would be... They're actually outside of range with the grudge throwers. And these guys are very tired right now, which makes me think they may have used a marching order to get after me or something. Not completely sure. But let's keep the heat on that central part of their column. We are taking fire from the left-hand side, by the way. Which is actually a pretty major issue. If they can they do anything over there? Here, you guys get outside his column range. Come over to this side. Force him to move around a little bit more, basically. Go straight up the middle towards them. Straight up the middle towards them. Are you guys still firing? What's going on here? I would love to see more rocks hitting their central column. It would be my favorite thing that you could do so far. And then, once those grudge throwers are inside of range... We don't have any cavalry, so the troublesome part here is that running down a lot of their little randos here is going to be really, really rough. You guys put arrows over there. Arrows over there. put arrows on those dwarves to get them to run. Boss man, go help out over here. Oh, cool. They actually made it to the Fusiliers. Good. That's a plus that I hadn't really expected. Where is he right now? Yeah, get in there, amigo. We need you badly. This fight is probably not winnable, but go ahead and put some rocks on them now. Yep, Lord is under attack. That is intended. I'm okay with it. I mean, either that or you could launch rocks at them, I guess. That also works for me. That flank is gonna fold sooner rather than later. Here comes Thorgrim Grudgebearer, though, which is gonna cause us problems on that side. It looks like we are chasing them out right here. They've sustained damage. You guys go after the other group of Fusiliers. Come back around and sweep. Arrow boys all on them. Keep damage flowing. Catapults, what are you doing right now? Ah, throwing into their column. Good. That's what I like to see then. They're holding over there. Go ahead and help out on that side too. Lord is taking damage, but that's because he's fighting like a level 13 all by his lonesome. We were good until that went down. Oh, he's actually routed right now. Okay. That's fine by me. This is just cleanup work till our other army comes through too. It's kind of hard to tell. Do something over here. Oh, everybody's getting ready to flee right now. I think they were just setting up their cannons over there and giving them cover. I'm not really totally positive what they were doing on that side. If we get lucky, we might be able to retreat from this one. And we still gave them a pretty decent black eye. Like, if we could wipe out a couple of these little squads of Fusiliers or whatever, it's not going to be so bad. Yeah, Biggin's getting right there. There you go. You cats start shooting at the Fusiliers. They should leg it pretty soon, I think. They actually fought pretty well with the Longbeards over there, all things considered. I think the full retreat has just been almost sounded. It's pretty close. There it is. A valiant defeat. So we did pretty good. The enemy is as broken as we are, so essentially we forced a Pyrrhic victory on their side. That's fine. I could take it. Here's the Butcher's Bill. Not so bad. Could have been a lot worse. They lost a huge chunk of their force right there, which means that now we're in a solid spot for Azig to come in and wipe them out in the next turn. Alright, well, unfortunately, the game crashed, and so I had to redo the entire last battle because it saves at the beginning of turns rather than at the end or something. I don't know. Either way, it didn't go quite as well the second time around. Pretty deflated about it. Not very happy about the situation. This agent is just destroying us right now. And there's nothing you can do about him. That's the problem, is there's nothing you can do about him functionally unless you have an agent leveled up, which we don't because I went after the stupid crown. Which, had I known it was going to be such a giant waste of time, I just wouldn't have done it in the first place, so that was great. We need to keep our guys moving here. I'm going to suggest that he mess with this lord as much as possible. Since we lost an army, we're going to have plenty of... Good. Since I lost an army, we're going to have plenty of cash to take care of right here, and so essentially I'm just going to have him spam lots and lots of actions on that army right there until he levels up. And once he's leveled up, we're going to use him as an assassin to start getting rid of these Thanes and fighting with him. Although that guy is so high level that it's just like, what do you even do against him? Unfortunately, I'm not really going to be able to do much here. I think we should probably sue for peace with the Dwarves since that last battle went so badly the second time around. I don't know if we're even in a position to sue for peace with the Dwarves.
I thought I smelt Urk stench.
We can try for a peace treaty. Our success chance is pretty good right now. After losing our first army, we probably had a better bartering. Probably go like right there. They'll probably turn it down. Moderate, it says moderate, but moderate almost never happens. I would just get the peace treaty going so that we can start worrying about getting this Thane off of our backs. And now that the Thane is off of our back, they should go back to their own territory, and we've got to fight with the border princes. We don't have much of a choice right there. We've got to help our ally out. Actually, who are we at war with right now? We joined their... I thought we already joined their war against the border princes. Hold on. So we're at war with the Empire right now. And it is possible for us to help with the border princes at the moment. I'll probably wait until a payment comes through. Let's see. Argor Muckraka has a he leveled up. Good. Good for you. What I would like for you then is we're going to have you be a spy. And we're going to have him work on harassment, assassination, and murder. Okay, good. We finally got him off our back. There's not a whole lot. I mean, we've pretty well crippled the Dwarfs anyways. I wasn't feeling good about that campaign to begin with. I only really jumped in on it because we made a military alliance with the Bloody Spears. And so it was like one of those things where, yeah, my allies going in on it, but I don't know. Top Knots need help. I'm going to turn that down because they're at war with the Dwarfs right now, and they're about to get wiped out, which would just put us further through the slog that we're already inside of, which... We are going to have to deal with the Dwarfs at one point or another, but we need to have a better strategic game going by the time we get to that. So what I'm saying here is we need to have leveled up agents and whatnot before we go any further into that situation. That is not what I want from you. I'm going to have you just keep blocking that army until you level up. Oh, good. He got 2 more levels. Good. He's moving up the chain quickly. So we can mess with Slap by Mork. We can go with Assassin. I'm going to go ahead and make him better at stabificating things. I want him to be good at getting rid of these Thanes that are bothering me really, really badly. And so if we can get 3 points into there, that gives him a 15% higher chance to kill off Thanes and people of that ilk. I should have been doing this with my last Gobbo. I should have been having him. I shouldn't have gone after the crown. That was a major, major, major mistake that I made at the outset of this campaign, and it was not the right thing to do. Basically, I'm going to walk him across the flats right here and hope that we regenerate by the time we get up here to help out with the border princes. I'm going to attack him from this direction. Hopefully that'll wipe him out. We'll reinforce back by Ackendorf, and we'll just try to hold the pass. That's all that we can really do. I don't think there's a way to go up through there like so. Oh, there is. So we'll need 2 armies. We'll need 1 to watch right there and 1 to watch Varenka. Okay, I can raise another army. It's not too big of a problem. We're not ready for any upgrades in that territory. Valayasara is ready to go up to level 3, which I am going to go ahead and take so that it'll grow a little bit faster. And on to the next turn. That is so unfortunate. I'm really, really irritated with the fact that we had to, due to a problem with the way the game was, God, whatever, it's fine. I've had to reload that battle and refight it, and the second time around it didn't go quite so well. I am incredibly disgusted with myself. It's partially my fault because I didn't fight the battle quite as well the second time around, but the result would have been net the same. I think I was going to sue for peace with the Dwarves anyways. I probably should not have gone to fight with them in the first place. I don't really want to mess with Karak Azul right now either. Now these dwarves and their super powerful agents running around all over the place.
Not likely.
Now. What'll happen if I assassinate him? What's his chance? Hero failure 60%, but he has a positive outcome. I mean, that's not a terrible chance to make it happen. Okay, he failed, but he still got XP for it, so that's fine. I know I'm shoveling money into this right now, but I'm doing that on purpose so that I can level him up so we won't have to worry about him for too much longer. Hoping we'll pick up a little bit of loving over here. Did they actually... Oh, wow, they raised it. Holy shit. That does give me an opportunity to go up there and take it, though, and complete my territory. I may try to do that. I may go up in there and take it. We'll see what happens. We're all out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for a disappointing episode of Total Warhammer. I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody. I'm going to go cry in my corner for a bit.